Sure. Welcome everybody. It is Lunch with Len. It is Tuesday, April 20. No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday already. What in the hell? What happened to the week? Where did this week go? April 23rd, 2015. And our guest speaker hasn't appeared yet. So, how's everybody doing? I just I just
Wonderful.
I just sent a panelist link to Bill about 5-10 minutes ago, and he responded. He said so I'm not quite sure what's happened to him. But,
Hey, has anybody heard from Craig?
no, and that's a concern, again. And I put a call, last time when Craig reappeared after the absence, he gave me a phone number for his wife to call, and I called that phone number, I'm going to say a few days ago now, and I left a message, haven't heard back. So I was thinking I would try again. So that's Holly Whitman. So that's a concern. Anybody else? What happened? Did we freeze?
No, I don't think we froze. Everybody's muted.
Everybody's muted. Okay.
I think Bob disappeared again.
It looks like Bob disappeared. My bigger concern is where's Bill Moore? So yeah. So the answer is I haven't heard anything from Craig, and I'm assuming no one else has either.
I haven't looked at his page lately, have you?
No postings. Nothing new.
Well, Bill, darn it, I've been looking forward to this.
Yeah, and I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have. There he is.
There's a disappearing Bob again.
Me or Bill?
No, you.
Okay. Well, maybe I should just give away. Maybe I'll teach you guys how to do the Instagram then.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So what you do first of all, you get a phone. Okay. So I got it started. Okay. Who wants to pick it up from there?
Well, the object is to be able to do Instagram without having to use your cell phone. So
I know, you would think that should be something that should be easy to do. You would think. So.
Bill has learned how to do that, and that was the idea. He was supposed to come on and talk to us about that. So
there was an app before. But then they said that app didn't work really well. I remember even when April was first putting her course out, they said there was an app for that, but it wasn't really proficient. So I think things are changing. So whoever invents that is probably going to do really well.
Yeah. I don't know why Ionosquare or whatever it's called, you can look at everything. Why they don't add to that app?
I don't know what happened to Bill. He says he's logged in now. He wants to know where we are. I just sent him another message on Facebook. I don't know what is going on.
There's a lot of people that are. My son uses his phone for almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
And there's people that become proficient at it. I don't like it. So that's why I wanted a better way to use all the marketing platforms.
Well, that's why I put that website on now, Len with Lunch. It shows the mobile capabilities of your website.
Yeah. That's another interesting subject. According to that, my website is not mobile friendly.
Now, I need to check mine. I haven't done it yet, Rick, but I'm glad you put it in there.
Yeah, because less of the tablets are being sold, and less of the computers are being sold, and everybody's starting to do stuff on mobile phones. So that's why Google is switching everything to mobile-friendly sites.
You know, it's funny because my company sells them. They optimize your website for mobile friendly. So I'm gonna tomorrow I'm gonna shoot a video on that subject, and I'm gonna put it out on the blog and everything. So
What's the subject, Larry?
converting your website to make it mobile friendly, because Google is gonna take your page off the top 10 or the first page if it's not mobile friendly. And we have a product that makes it like that.
Say again, you have a product?
Yeah, my company, Remarka Mobile, has a product that can convert it to a mobile-friendly website.
Okay, cool.
So I'm not pushing it with you guys, but that's my project for tomorrow.
Okay. Well, let me see. I'm going back and forth with Facebook, looking for Bill and looking for comments because he. So the reason I seem to be so distant and distracted is because I'm trying to figure out where Bill is and how to get him in here. So I just don't know. He says he's logged in and he wants to know where we are. So I sent him the direct link, and I don't know what to say. So hey, I guess, and Bob dropped out again. I guess this is going to turn out to be one of those days. Somebody just disappeared.
We'll have to nickname him BB for Bouncing Bob.
He's gone. He's
Hey,
gone.
Rick, did you set up our syndication group?
Rick's muted. All righty. Well, let's moving away from Bill for a moment and just wait to see what happens. Was anybody on the webinar, the MLSP webinar last night?
Yes.
Yeah, I was.
What do you think?
That was very eye-opening.
What I personally find interesting is I wish you were out here, Jackson, but we'll catch up to you another time. But what I find interesting was the comment or the statistic that the 5% across the board, system-wide, is the conversion rate.
I wish it was.
I haven't seen that. I just haven't seen that personally, and I don't know why. And there's Bill.
Yay,
Hello, Bill.
Bill, yay. No, I'm not seeing that kind of a conversion rate.
I mean, even a 1% conversion rate would be awesome. 5%, I mean, that's absolutely amazing. Hey, what happened, Bill? I don't know. Obviously, you don't know what happened either. But you,
Gave me. I was just sitting there. 3 minutes now. That link you sent me, that email, I was just sitting there.
It should have brought you right in as a panelist. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. There had to be a Webinars on Air screw up there. I don't know. No idea. Because what I did is it was about 10 minutes before we were supposed to start that I told you I sent you a new link that would bring you in as a panelist.
That's the one I clicked on.
All right. Well, do we have time to get started with the Instagram stuff? We got about 20 minutes.
Well, we can go through some things. I don't know if we'll have time to do everything, but I can show you guys some stuff.
Well, why don't we just get started and plan to pick up the thread again next week at some point.
Okay. Fair
So
enough.
it's all yours, Bill. Take it away. And Whitman, if you want to come over, you're the only person hanging out there alone. You're certainly welcome. Now that I got Bill in, let me know if you want to come over. But, you know, Bill's going to go off and teach us for a little bit here, so let's see what happens.
Okay, I'm going to go to the screen share. Yeah, let's see. Oh, it's right there. Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. This is Instagram. You can log on to Instagram from your PC, and this is what you'll see. Now, let me go up. Where is the cursor? Yeah, things are going to run a little slow. But anyway, you can see the post. You can see who posted it, and you see the comments down here. And you can like it by clicking on the little heart right here, and you can leave a comment by writing a comment right here. You know, pop up. Now, what I wanted to do is scroll down, and you can see what people are, what they're posting. This is in real time. There's 13 new posts since I opened this window up. But I want to look at the problem with this post. Where'd you go? Come on. Let me get it centered. See, the text is all white. The font is white. The problem is it kind of blends in with the background image, which means it is very difficult to read. So what I do on mine is I'll go in there and use the stroke feature on the font to highlight the font, so make it where it stands out. If people can't read your text, they're just going to skip it and go on to something else. Now, this is Instagram. Now, I'm going to go to, let's see, Iconosquare. Now, Iconosquare is a free app that's available to Instagram users. You go there, you create an account and everything. And you have these features right here. You've got feed, my media, my likes, my followers, and my followings, and the popular post. And what's nice about this is you can actually scroll down in real time and see all the posts. Now, for example, right here, this one's got 5 likes and no comments right now. So this is real time that we're looking at. But you can literally scroll down and find something that you like. Here's Ray Higdon. I can click on his, double click, and it should open. There's his post. Now you can scroll down a little bit. You can see his comments right here. You can see the hashtags that he put in his description. This is a time that when when he made the post. Now, what's interesting is you can go back up there and look at the hashtags that he put in. And here's his hashtags that he's using right now on this post. He's got 2 comments. So if you wanted to make a comment, you just double click here and post a comment, then hit the little green button here. And if you want to like it, yeah, right there. That's a like. So if you find somebody on Instagram that you want to kind of shadow and see how they are doing their marketing, you can go in there and look at all the hashtags that they're using. So you can figure out what portion or what group of people they're targeting for their ads. And then we'll go back.
Bill, so are you saying that that post by Ray Higdon was an ad?
Well, it wasn't an ad. It was a Instagram post.
Okay.
He just posted it. Well, I say it's probably his, Thomas probably put that in there for him. Let me go back up the top. Now, the nice thing about Iconosquare, once you open up your account, they do statistics for you. I look at my statistics, and over time, you can figure out what's the best time to post, what is the best time to get your post out so that you can see where people are providing the comments. Now you can see right here I'm running, so far I've got 729 posts, and here's my total statistics and everything. But what I wanted to go down and look at optimization. This is really interesting. I hope you guys can see this. See all the gray dots or the circles?
Yeah.
This is basically responses you're getting. These are likes and comments that you're getting in on your post. So I started out posting right here at 7 o'clock. Then I think I went to 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7, and 10. And that over a period of time, Iconosquare will send you statistics of probably once or twice a week. So you can go in here and take a look and see what's going on. What this basically was telling me that hardly anybody was providing comments on my post at 7 o'clock. So basically what I did is I stopped posting at 7, I went to 10, and I started, after a period of time, I started looking at 10 and say, hey, hardly anybody's commenting at 10. So I asked a question out in April Marie's Facebook group, basically stating what's the best time to post. And naturally, I got hardly any response. But basically what it told me was I needed to do some testing. So I went out here, I think at 3 o'clock a.m., and I started posting at 3 a.m. So I took all my posts from 7 and moved them over to 3 a.m. And you can see what happened. See how many responses I'm getting? The funny thing is, I backed up to 2, and I backed up to 1, I went to 4, then I went to 12. This is telling me that I've got a lot of interest in that particular time slot. And what that relates to is I think it's It's midday in Australia, for one thing. So a lot of overseas people are seeing this post and are really responding. Now, the other thing you can do is hover over these circles, and I don't know if you can see that, but it's 67.8 number of likes right there. So you can actually hover over and get information, statistical information off of that. So based on this, you can see when you're getting your comments at a certain time. And the other thing right here, this table, the characters are real light, but it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's got the day of the week here. So you got the day of the week and the time going across this way. So basically, you can take a look and see what is the best time to post and what is where are all of your followers at. So this is what I look at quite heavily to see what I'm doing. And I have been posting probably since April. So it's been about 3 weeks on this square right here. Now, United States time, meaning 5, 7, and 9 is usually when I post. I got sporadic responses. What I was trying to figure out is there any other time that's good to start posting? And that's why I started using 12, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Now, to post like that early in the morning, you have to use automated software to do that. You don't want to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning making that post. Isn't that correct?
So one question would be, Bill, what time zone are those times in?
I've got a chart that I made. I went and found a 24-hour clock and put in, Central Standard Time for me, and then I put in what it would relate to around the world for 12 a.m., 1, 2, 3, like that.
Yeah.
And then I've got corresponding major cities that would pop up on that chart, and I've got it saved somewhere. And next week I will bring that up and we'll take a look at that.
Okay. So, but when I look at this chart right now, is that is 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock Central Time?
Yes, it's my time, Central Time.
Okay, that's all. That answers the question.
But
So,
I started playing around with this just this month, and you can see the response I got versus what I've been doing in United States time, which I thought was just amazing. But keep in mind that once you put a post up on Instagram, it's there all the time. But the problem is it gets buried. So when I post at 12 a.m., there's a certain set of followers, European and Asian, that would see that in real time, and they are really responding to that, which I found just outstanding.
this is a curiosity question, if I may, but do you know for a fact that it's Asia and Australia, or is it possible that it's just a young crowd and
That's a good question. I don't know. I can't answer that. But I might be able to answer that. People that follow you, you can go in there and look at their profile. So you can get some information from their profile. Now, I don't know if you can determine what country they're from or not by doing that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But you can click on their profile and take a look.
Hey, Bill.
Now, yes.
How do you monetize Instagram? Do they have to go to your profile, or do you put the link directly on the picture?
You can do it both. Well, I've seen it both ways. Usually what they do is they'll put a little message in there that says, click on link in my profile.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
The other thing is, if you're posting from your smartphone, you can go into where the geotag is, and you can put a little message in there that says, see link in my bio, something like that. But since I'm using automated software, I don't have that feature. That capability is not in the particular automatic software I'm using right now.
Well, I have no knowledge of Instagram, but I do Pinterest a little. Pinterest actually lets you put the direct link right in the picture. That's why I was asking.
Oh, you can do that.
Okay.
Usually what they will do, you'll see people down at the bottom, they'll put the text up there, a little quote or something, then down at the bottom they'll put their website. So, you know, if you're driving traffic to your website, you can get a link there. But most people, if they're interested at all, they're going to click on your bio and check your bio out. And that's where your link is, to whatever you're interested in driving traffic to. Now, we've got a couple minutes left. What I wanted to do is take a look at the automated software that I use. It's called OnlyPut, ONLYPULT. They've got a free service for, I think, 2 weeks, and then after that it becomes a paid service. It's $12 a month. And you can see right now I've got a couple posts in here that I've already scheduled. One's going up at 3 o'clock, one's going up at 5 o'clock. Now, basically what you do is you add a post right here. It'll come back and ask you where you want the photo from. Well, you want it, I do it from my PC. I do all my work now from the PC. Once the account is created, it's all available from the PC. And a lot of work I do offline is I've got my images all pre-formatted, ready to go, and everything. So right here, Instagram is set up basically for mobile communications, meaning that the images are square, 600 by 600. This is a abstract fractal that I generated, and what I do is I take this, I take my quote, and I put the text on here, and we'll go into how to do that next week. But the point is, it's 600 by 600. Everything's formatted for the smartphone, for display on the smartphone. And there's a couple of tricks that I use when I do that. Now, for example, I can go up here. Let me delete this one. See this little gear symbol right here? Once it's already posted, this is how you can make edits. Suppose I made a mistake and this thing is scheduled, I've got the wrong time down here. So here, right up at the top is my quote, and I go in there, I got some words in there, and here's my little pitch right here. Instagram, I'm driving them to that there's that 10-point cheat sheet in MOSP. That's where I'm driving them at. Now, right here, these little emoticons, there is 14 of them across here. This is such that I have a spacing between my message and my hashtags. 14 of them is the exact spacing that you need for a smartphone. So everything I do is I optimize for display on a smartphone. Here's my hashtags, and then I separate that again. So when you see this on a smartphone, I have to take an image of that. I don't have a display of that. The other thing is if you want to change the time, you go to the calendar. Now, if I wanted to put this one out in June, for example, I just go to June and select the date that I want, and then I select the time, it's a 24-hour clock, and the minutes that you want. So, let me go back, since I don't want to mess up my post here. I think this one was 3 o'clock. So I always do about 5 minutes after the hour. You hit OK, then you hit publish.
And why do you do 5 minutes after the hour?
Well, I always started doing that. I don't want everything on the hour because I think a lot of people probably post on the even hour. So I put
Right.
mine a little bit after.
Good point.
Now the other thing you can do, you can go into Instagram or Iconosquare and you can actually see the time tag on that. Even if I say I want 5 minutes after the hour, it may be 7 minutes after the hour by the time they get around to processing me, depending on how many people are queued, you know, for that time slot.
Okay.
Now I can go right here and click Instagram post, and this will be all my previous posts. These are up and running. And I don't know if you can see that I got 15 likes and no comments on this one, 28 likes, no comments. And these are the ones that are running today. Notice that all this, I've gone to a abstract fractal image for my background, and most of mine are going to be very bright, strong colors. Now, all mine have borders. Very few people use borders on Instagram. What I'm trying to do is make mine different from everybody else. I want to be 100% different, and that's how I've been doing it.
Cool. All right.
And looks like it's about 5 minutes after the hour.
Yeah. So can you use Iconosquare to post also?
No.
Okay.
Application. I think they're fixing to go to a paid model. The paid model will do all the statistics for you. The free portion of it will probably be just like it is now, without the statistics on it. But to me, the statistics is where the major interest is, because you want to know where your followers are posting or where they're commenting in all this, so you know where to put your post in.
Bill, I have a question. How many leads are you getting a day off Instagram?
I'm not getting too many right now. Probably 1 or 2.
That's a
Some
start.
of that is because I've been busy doing other things and I haven't had that much time to respond. Commenting. When people comment, you're supposed to come back and respond. A lot of the comments I've been getting are very strange. I get comments from people, and basically what they're doing, they asking me to follow them. And I go back and check on their profile, and they'll make like 2 posts and have 800 comment or 800 likes and all this. And I don't know how they're getting 800 likes out of 2 posts. To me, it sounds funny. And the other thing is, I've got a bunch of posts or a bunch of comments that say, click here for 215 likes. So it's some kind of automated process that's going through there.
Well, that's how they're getting them. They're buying them.
Yeah, they must. So, you know, I don't even pay any attention to those. That's not what I'm looking for.
Okay.
And you're going to have all kinds of comments, and you start looking at some of the profiles, and people are just all over the place, too.
Okay. Hey, Whitman, I muted you up a little bit ago, so you know, you have to go and unmute yourself if you want, if you have anything to say. I know you wanted to come across. Unfortunately, we have to cut off on Thursdays because we have another webinar at 12:15. So we're going to have to cut off here. This is really interesting, Bill. I'm sorry. I mean, I apologize to everybody, but I don't know what the solution is. I mean, Bill should have been here on time according to everything that we did, and it just didn't work. We don't know why. But you know, I think you know everybody wants to sort of pick up the thread next week and keep talking about it. Hello? Is anybody there? Everyone's
Yep.
mute.
That sounds good to me. Yeah.
So do you want to just pick it up on Tuesday and keep going? And Tuesday we're wide open. We don't have to stop.
And Bill, I know that you went over putting your borders and everything on another session, and I don't know that I took notes. If I did, I can't find them. Do you think you could go over that again too?
Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll show you how I actually make a post.
There you go. Walk us through the whole process.
Yeah, what I'm using PaintShop Pro. I'm using version 9 of PaintShop Pro, which is a very old program.
All right. Okay. Maybe we can.
Now there are just a boatload of graphical programs out there.
Yeah.
Cabana or PicMonkey would probably work too.
Yeah.
Did
Now,
you-
I don't know if you can put borders on that, but you can put the text on there and everything. You see, I've got two pieces of software I use. I use one basically to look at my images and resize them. All my images are resized for 570 by 570. I use two 15-pixel borders, two different colors, so my borders will take up 30 pixels. So that gives me 600 by 600. And I have folders set up with all my images in there, so all I have to do is run over there, grab an image, and off I go.
Cool.
Okay, I'll look forward to Tuesday then.
Okay, so we'll pick up the thread on Tuesday, and we won't be pressured by any time. And again, I'll send you another. Maybe the fact that the attendee link went out just within a few minutes of me launching the webinar screwed it up. So I don't know what happened. Well, I'm going to cancel. Larry and Rick know this. I'm going to cancel all attendee links and reset them. So we'll start
Well,
again.
I came in about 1:15. I came in about 15 minutes early.
Yeah. Well, you know, something screwy may have happened because I was a little late getting the webinar room open today too. So I was on a live call with Jack Canfield, and I thought it was going to be over at 11, and it was still going. So I had to drop it at about 11:20. But really interesting call.
Okay, if you're going to reboot for motivational, you better go.
I gotta go. Talk to you. Bye, everybody. See
Bye,
you.
everybody.
Bye-bye.